You know, this is someone's dream in Spain, so don't knock it. Oh look, a cloud in the sky, and the palm trees on a nice Thursday morning. Nice Thursday morning here in Spain. A little bit quiet around here, as it is a little bit of an older population that stays in this area. That's one thing you've got to say. But there are people here. Now, I've had a lot of people saying about this area of Spain that is ugly, and I just thought I'd enlighten you a little bit to show you some little nicer areas. We'll walk down this way. And you know, there is nice areas in this area, and there's things I'd like to say but won't, because it's more for work. And this channel isn't really to do with work, but I'm going to just show you down here the type of properties that you can get. And there's a swimming pool. Bet that's cold at this time of year. And building. But you notice no scary high-rise building. Nope, no high-rise buildings, just nice whitewashed villas. Two up, two down, as you call them back in the UK. And maybe there are apartments here as well. But who cares, it's lovely. Let's face it, it's better than a council estate back home in the UK, isn't it? It's a lot better than that. What I do love about areas like this is the lovely lawns that they have. You do miss grass where we stay. But isn't it nice here? Wouldn't you like a holiday home here? Is this not better? I wish people would stop being so negative. And I think it is a thing that YouTube, I mean, people will say you're putting yourself out there, YouTube, this is a platform where it's entertainment. It's showing you something that you don't have in your life, whether it be good or be bad. But people will have their say. That's the way of the world these days, isn't it? But anyway, I do like this area. Would I move here? No, before anyone asks. No, I wouldn't move here. It's too quiet. Plus, it's just as quiet as where we stay, except we have fields all around us. And no one in the summer, like we have here. But there are people who do decide to retire in this area. Just a different kind of pipe and slippers, really. No one about at all. Yes, it is a big holiday area, this area. And it is what it is. You get massive parts of the Spain, part of the Costas. And it's busy when it's busy. And when it's quiet, people like me can get on with their work. And yes, I am working today. I'm waiting on a floor drying after being filled with resin. The last floor. I will give a little update on the work situation, because I know that I put it out there to the gods that I didn't want to do any more floor jobs. I wanted to slow down, retire. There's a car. Oh my goodness. Where does it come from? And I have managed it. And with it not affecting income either, which is the main benefit. We've managed to reduce one and replace it with another, which was always the plan. But anyway, enough about that. You don't need to know personal stuff. Let's have a look about this area again, because it's fantastically nice. I mean, the temperatures today, it's a bit on the cooler side for this time of year. It's about 20 degrees just now, 19 degrees, which will warm up. But I have to say, I'm still going about in shorts and t-shirt. So I can't complain, really, can I? You know, this is someone's dream in Spain, so don't knock it. To all the people that have a go at Spain and the lack of employment, well, we seem to be doing okay, and we know a lot of other people that have moved to Spain and that are doing perfectly fine. So when people go onto YouTube and say, oh, it's a horrible country and it's this and it's that and the next thing, you know, living here, having these apartments, having these houses, that's someone's dream. You know, you're knocking someone's dream. And maybe it's the fact that you can't have this dream, and maybe that's why people are so negative sometimes. But I know where I'd rather be spending my November. What's today's date? The 20th of November, I think. And I would rather be here, sat in my shorts and t-shirts. And I'm not saying that to make people feel angry, or, you know, it's like we made a decision back in 2020. And it was a lot of people that follow our channel, and people have said to us, it was like Car Crash TV at the beginning. You know, here was two young looking people heading off during lockdown, driving from Scotland through England, through France, through Spain, all the way down to Playa Flamenca. And at a time when the world was at a stop, at a time when there was definitely no jobs, nobody was advertising for staff, bar owners were running the businesses themselves. But we took it upon ourselves to make a massive trip. And I think people underestimate what we've went through. I wish Karen was here for this video. We might talk about this again at another time, and we'll both talk about the reality of what we went through. But it's worked, you know? And there was a lot of people who thought it wouldn't work. A lot of people right at the beginning thought they're never going to last. They'll be back. Someone actually said to us, an Irishman, we've got a big up the Irish support that we get on this channel, because you have been there from the beginning. And the guy said to us, he said, we watched every single one of your videos because it was like Car Crash TV. We were waiting on just to see if you would make it. And ultimately, they were waiting to see if we would fail and we'd be away back to Scotland with our tail between our legs. And we're not. We're actually thriving. And that's the bit that makes us smile. You know, our parents are proud of us, which is all that really matters as far as we are concerned. I mean, anyone that knows us knows that my dad worked in Spain for a long time over the years. My first visit to Spain was when he was working in Spain in 1988. So it's not something that we weren't unprepared for. And for people to say, why haven't you bought? Well, we're not going to talk about our personal situation from now on when it comes to property, because we have a plan. And we're not going to tell people what the plan is before we do it. So stop being nosy. And that's another thing. It's such a British thing to ask about your income, to ask about what you do for work, to ask about where you're living, have you bought, have you rent. When the Spanish that we know never ask us those questions. And that's what I love about Spain, is that, you know, it's not all about having big fancy cars. When I was back home in the UK, I was back home in Scotland just last week, everyone's got to have the latest car. Everyone's got to have the newest this and showing off this. And ultimately, when it gets dark at 4:30 in the afternoon, they all return to their houses and they're all miserable as anything because that's it, it's done and dusted. I'd rather be where I am, to be honest. And I think you secretly would too. But anyway, thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for supporting the channel. And after today, it'll be full-time YouTube. That's all I'm saying. It'll be full-time YouTube, and it'll be full-time the online business that I do have, which I'm looking forward to. It's absolutely brilliant. And it didn't happen overnight. You know, this is stuff that I've been working on for years. And for this to happen has taken time. So it's not something that I'm just jumping into, which a lot of people think that we tend to do. People don't actually see what goes on in our life, because when we do a video, this might be a 10-minute video. It might take 20 minutes to record this and edit it. I'm not one of these people that sit on the computer for hours editing a video. I tend to edit them on my phone and get them done and dusted as quick as possible. And that way, it makes the YouTube channel profitable. So to everyone that wants to do YouTube, it's fine doing YouTube, and anyone can do YouTube, and anyone can start YouTube. But having a profitable YouTube channel is a different thing completely. And on that note, I'll let you think about that. Hasta luego.